Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about one of the most crucial and a very current topic as well, the action of homeopathic medicines in acute epidemics. Now, you must be thinking, what does that actually mean? Well, we will try to find out the answers in this video, so let us elaborate and talk briefly about the topic. The question arises, what is acute epidemic? For the basic knowledge, an epidemic occurs when an infectious disease spreads rapidly to too many people. For example, cholera, Ebola virus, MERS, SARS, polio, and COVID-19, which is the present situation. You must be confused about an epidemic and a pandemic. Don't worry, see, an epidemic is the disease that affects the large number of people within the community and the population or the region. Whereas the pandemic is an epidemic that travels, that spread in the multiple countries and continents. This is clearly seen with the diagram. On the left side, it is a diagram of epidemic which shows a particular population is affected by the disease, whereas on the right side, the disease is spread over the multiple continents and countries. You can relate it with the current situation. Now, as the difference between the two is clear, let's go ahead. So, we will get to know the brief elaboration of the topic by the following aphorisms, that is aphorism 5, aphorism 73, aphorism 100, aphorism 102, aphorism 103, aphorism 235. Now, before starting with the topic, it is better to have your Organon books with you while studying the same. In this video, I will be explaining aphorism number 73. As it is not possible to cover all the aphorisms in one single video. Now, to understand more effectively, let us go to the content of Organon book to study. Now, let us note some important points about acute diseases. It should be recent in origin, sudden in onset, perceptible beginning, rapid course, violent, moderate in time, terminates on its own, recovers or lead to death of the patient. Now, in the contents of aphorism 73, it is written that acute disease that affects single individuals, sporadic, epidemic, and acute miasm. So, it is clear by this content that acute disease can affect the person in these different ways. Let's go to the main aphorism now. Aphorism 73, that is the type of diseases. For understanding more effectively, I have divided aphorism 73 into three different parts. So basically there are three types of acute diseases. The first is individual. This is a type of disease which attacks the human individually due to some exciting cause of mental or physical origin. The exciting cause may be excess of food or an insufficient supply of it, severe physical impressions, chills, overheat, dissipation, strain, etc. Physical irritation and mental emotions. Different people from different places can suffer with an individual disease at different or the same times. For example, if I am suffering from cold and flu, so some other person in some other state may be suffering from headache. So my symptoms of disease are different from that person. That is called an individual disease. So, the exciting cause for both of us is different. This acute disease is nothing but the transient explosion of latent sora. Here, transient means sudden and for the short period of time. It means that the acute disease is sudden and for a short duration, and the disease will be of short and fixed duration. So, if it is not a violent character, the SORA will go into the latent stage on its own and the patient will recover. But it will cause some damage to the patient vitality, which makes him more susceptible to the disease. Without the medicines, the individual disease will result into death or recovery of the patient. And if the proper lifestyle management is done, that is mentioned in footnote 150, for example, exercise, changing eating habits, taking health measures, and so on. So it will return in the dormant, that is inactive state within a fixed interval of time. The disease can be treated with the homeopathic remedies based on acute totality. Let us now go to the second type of acute disease, that is sporadic. These are the type of acute diseases that attack the several persons at the same time, here and there, by means of meteoric, telluric, and injurious agents or influences. The exciting cause in this case may be either climatic influence, atmospheric or physical agents, or the influence in soil, water, etc. These causes will affect only few persons with identical susceptibilities. That means the exciting cause in acute sporadic disease may be different. Let's take an example of hay fever, which is very common in India, US and UK. In spring, grass growing, flowers blooming, but if you get the allergies, this explosion of new life probably inspire more dread than joy. Step outside and within a minute, you will be sneezing and congested. Your nose is running, your eyes are swollen and watery, your throat is itchy. For you and millions of others, it's seasonal allergy time. So what's behind this onslaughted mucus? The answer lies within you. It's your immune system, or we can say that it's your deranged vital force. This is hay fever and our hypersensitive immune response to something that is not actually harmful, like pollens and mold spores from the tiny fungi. Here, it is a climatic influence that has caused hay fever to you and millions of other people. Sporadic disease, like any of the other acute disease, is because of the explosion of latent SORA, and this can be treated with homeopathic medicines. Every sporadic disease must be considered as a new one at every incident and treated on the basis of totality only. And it's also the merit of homeopathy that when the diagnosis of the disease is doubtful, even then the drug can be selected on the basis of totality of characteristic symptoms and successful treatment is possible. Now let us have a look on acute epidemic disease. Epidemic disease are the type of acute disease that affect many persons with very similar suffering from the same cause. Epidemic disease become infectious when it spread among thickly populated areas. Each and every pandemic is a peculiar one, though seemingly they have identical origin. To understand this point more effectively, let's take an example from the history. Influenza. We have mild epidemics of it every year. And every 30 years or so, a virulent type of influenza arrives and sweeps over 4 quarters of the globe. In 1918, when the people among the war-wearied population of the world were carried off by the influenza disease, arsenicum was used as a medicine and was proved to be the most helpful in many of these cases. But this does not mean that arsenic would always answer every pandemic of influenza. You have to find the picture of epidemic which varies season to season. In moist warm season, most cases would be covered by gelsemium. In dry cold windy weather, aconite and nux vomica would come in, and so forth. The cause of epidemic disease may be due to calamities of war or flood, famines, etc. For every new epidemic disease, the physician has to select a new genus epidemicus separately. For example, now the COVID-19 is being considered similar to SARS, but actually this is not the case, as the symptoms of COVID-19 and SARS are very different from each other. Nowadays, the researches are going on for finding the genus epidemicus of COVID-19 in different parts of the countries. At the same time, Brineae, Arsenicum, Gelsemium, Graphitis, sulfur and many other remedies are taken as a preventive. Now let's talk about the last part, that is acute miasm. Acute miasm may be of two types, recurrent acute miasm and non-recurrent acute miasm. Recurrent acute miasm reoccur in the same manner more than once in the lifetime of a person. Example, plague of Levant, Asiatic cholera, the yellow fever of the sea coast, etc. Non-recurrent acute miasm are also called fixed miasm. This attacks the several person only once in a lifetime. For example, smallpox, whooping cough. Let's go and have a look to the footnote of aphorism 73. It says, as a homeopathic physician, don't treat fever by its name. Treat it as per its peculiarities. In the second footnote of aphorism 73, it is explained that Hahnemann used belladonna as a genus epidemicus for epidemic disease called scarlet fever in the year 1801. A kind of Purpura miliaris which came from the west was also successfully controlled by the use of aconite. This was a genus epidemic for that particular epidemic. A homeopathic physician does not consider the names of the disease for treating the disease, as the old school does, but he treats every patient as an individual based on his particular symptoms.